Brexiteers have been vindicated by Emmanuel Macron's push for a federalised EU, a Tory MP has claimed. Coming up to 6 years after Britain's voted to leave the European Union, the UK government established a new ministerial role, handed to Jacob Rees-Mogg, for Brexit opportunities. But a backbencher has claimed the actions of French President Mr. Macron alone prove Brexiteers were right all along. Ahead of the referendum, many Leave campaigners warned a vote to Remain would risk attaching the UK to a more centralised Brussels government further down the line. Lord Daniel Hannan, then a Tory MEP and now a member of the House of Lords, wrote in his 2016 book, Why Vote Leave? Voting to stay in the EU is not the same as voting to stay where we are. Now Tory MP and member of the Eurosceptic European Research Group, ERG, Marc Francois has argued this has only become more clear since the UK left. Responding to questions from express.co.uk readers, he said, Mr. Macron is personally committed to an increasingly federalised EU, which may yet evolve over the next few years. The French president was elected in 2017. 1 year after Britain's voted to leave the EU and so before his vision of a more centralised bloc was well known. Mr. Francois added, if the EU really does try to become a federal state, in which individual nations are completely subsumed, that would only serve to underline that the ERG and the wider Brexiteer movement were right all along. Mr. Macron appears in recent months to have been more critical of the EU than in the past. He has even suggested some powers currently held by Brussels ought to be returned to Paris. But Mr. Francois highlighted, given current political events, such calls should be taken with a pinch of salt. He said, President Macron is facing re-election in the next few weeks and we should probably view many of his recent statements in that light. It might, therefore, be reasonable to expect talk around the federalization of Europe to ramp up, once upcoming elections have passed.